Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Niners under the lights on Sunday night.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun.
Man, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll try the left side. McCollum. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
There he goes, left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McCullough, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Man.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Booth.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Operating from the gun, Booth. That's caught by Jennings. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 49 yards.
And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they got to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Up the middle they go. McCullough, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's up to the 20.
And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Man. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Rainey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down, they'll run it here. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook,
and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Man. This is caught by Addison. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Vikings.
Back to throw. Man. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at a yard. Up the middle they go. McCollum, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Man. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Oh, good move. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Operating from the gun. Booth. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
On first down, man. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Operating from the gun. Man. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on first down. Man. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Minnesota.
Off the bootleg. Man. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start
now the ball comes loose.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun.
Man.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw.
Man.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Man. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Man, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Breaks through the contact. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 43. Oh, able to avoid him. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Wallace. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Booth. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Booth. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Booth. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down now. McCollum. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On first down, McCollum. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, McCollum. And he is... operating from the gun. Man. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion at its second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This is Jennings. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race.
And just not quite enough gas in the tank, down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Thrown to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On second down now, Rainey.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Rainey.
Down to about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Rainey, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. the game.
And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Man. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay up.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Will Anderson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Booth.
Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings 17.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, man. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Man. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Man.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Man.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
First down, Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Will Anderson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw.
Man, throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Man, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And running with power here.
And he returns this to the 22.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Rainey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
143 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Nice little juke. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Rainey. They find some open field here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 34 yards there and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on second down. Man, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he goes out right around the 39.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Man. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have